Alright, music has calmed back down. Yeah, I noticed that. I wanted to paint that earlier, because I was down underneath it. More reinforcements, I've only seen like a couple of them. Okay. But honestly, they don't really seem very propagandizing or doing a very good job at it. They just force everyone with physical force to do stuff. Also, I feel like just putting a paint job on that isn't really fixing it, but okay. Zed jumps. What are these little cars? Who's inside those? Those are smaller than we are. Cool, I'll do that in a second. But where are these guys? Okay. Oh, they're just all gone now that I painted one of them? Weird. Oh, you need to press Z again each time. That's really weird. This game sort of overuses the physical action of just pressing Z and then shaking the remote. Okay. Alright, down we go. Yeah, I noticed. Okay. Just introducing the mechanic. Definitely does take some getting used to maneuvering in this game, especially with how much you can get stuck on things or how moving as Blob can be kind of slow and clunky. But you learn certain things that help you manage, like being able to do that. That's how I kind of fell off the wall, but you tend to, you can usually hug a corner like that to help yourself maneuver around it easily. Okay. Oh, very forced camera angle. Thanks for giving away your so-called secret in this stage. It's looking really cool to find my own, but I'll take it. The game leading me through an interesting place is also fun. Jeez. Just kept on going. Oh, there are more cars. Oh jeez, calm down. Music's a lot more interesting now. Stop it. Ah! These guys are going around some kind of circuit, it seems like. They'll actually like change their shape when you paint them too, it's funny. It's funny how they can push you all the way though. It's like you can ride them for a while if you really want. What's this guy up to? Yeah. Okay. This one guy just destroyed their car apparently. It's a funny little story to witness. Yeah, I guess you don't get anything for crawling all of them. Oh, this opened up. You can go through them. That is funny. Okay. It'd be nice to like actually ride these things to like get around faster. Doesn't seem to work well if I'm on a flat ground though. I am on black ground. Ah, I don't know. No, more. Jeez. Okay, I guess we just run around doing what people tell us to do. Oh. Yeah, there's definitely a rhythm to get here. It's not too bad. Okay. How to be systematic about what I paint, though, when I get forced all around it. The whole block by these guys. All these missions. I want to go down there. I don't know why I like these little outskirt areas. Yeah, I kind of like how they're just stuck. Yeah, I sort of like how they're just a little bit calmer compared to everything else. Also feels like there's something to like the thoroughness too of going to paint all this stuff down here. Oh, and now I'm not gonna get to paint anything. Because you can't jump off of the rocks. Where's the paint? Oh, there's the bloom. I need paint anywhere, guys. I should probably. It's such a minor thing by comparison. I'm surprised it even tells you. Oh, hello. That where the paint is. It doesn't tell you things like where unpainted buildings are. It's sort of like partly yellow, partly brown. Or it's just the lighting makes it look brown. Okay. Anyways. So by the end of this game, we're going to be spending entire recording sessions in just one stage. At least if I'm playing thoroughly, as I kind of do prefer to after that. So I find all the stuff to color on here. It's just satisfying to be thorough. Nope, that was not what I wanted. Ah. I think it got any further anyways. Okay. I'd like to at least finish that area back there before I move on anywhere else. Just to be certain. Because otherwise I feel like I'm gonna forget about it. I can't reach that from here, jeez. Yeah, I actually do have to kind of go out of your way to get... It's weird how that area kind of doubles as simultaneously like an odd little area you can actually fall into that you ought to avoid and just gives you a way back out. But also, you kind of have to go out of your way to go down there. Yeah, let's go on the other side of these rocks, too. I can't go any further than this, I suppose. Also, these got colored, it's funny. Okay. I don't like the trees here. Ah! Man, it's really annoying I gotta come back here though with paint. Okay. Once more. Smaller here. Okay. Now we go back down here. There we go. Not even managed to color this island at all. Oh, God. There's so many things to get caught on in this game. So I don't think I can jump over this per se. There we go. Let's get these walls. So there's no temptation to jump back down here later. Just to see, can I... Oh, is that a wall? Okay, looks like I can't. Yeah, I cannot get that rock to the side. Okay. Okay, we're done over here. Yeah, I don't think walls like this do count towards 100% completion. It's just buildings and stuff like that. But it's still satisfying to do, so I'm very tempted to do it when I'm given the option. Have I really gotten everything over here out of curiosity? Good. Just fall off there. If I jump off, I'm gonna fly off to the side. Again, you gotta be careful at how you control this guy. If you're on the side of something and you jump, you're gonna fly off the side. Anything to do over here? Guess not. Actually, get around this way, but I feel like this would be a good place to reach the blimp from if it flies through here. Oh well. Okay. Well, there's the blimp. Actually, you can see if we can try to catch it right now. And if it's right here, anyways. Well, guys! Ah, this thing is so unpredictable where it goes. Ah! I get hit by a car. People down there now. Like this seems like a place to... Or up there actually seems like a pretty good place to get it as well. Ah! Hold on, we can get the blimp. That guy's cannon should have two different things, but... Oh, camera, what are you doing? Where in the world is the blimp now? So why is the camera so inconsistent how quickly it spins around? I don't know where the thing's going now. I don't know if it goes to like the entire stage or what. So now I don't see any trace of it. I don't know where it went. I was just thinking about that blimp. And I saw it. It's really hard to... I'm not sure what you think of the way the blimp's designed, because if it really does take such a long path around, it's not like you can easily intercept it, because... Darn, I obliterated some gradients at some point, I don't even know where they were. There we go. Because if you want to... just camp it, for instance, it takes so long to make a revolution on its path that you're going to be waiting forever to do that, which is a pain when your camera, oh my god, when you're on a timer. All these billboards are consistently double-sided. I must have missed something on this block. Where is it? Presumably, right? You can think there are gradients inside of here. Come on. Stuff like that you can miss is a bit of a pain. Bring up to the blimp, and let me see the blimp somewhere, please. It has to be somewhere. Jeez. But these don't really bring you anywhere. I just want to be somewhere the blimp's gonna be when the blimp is there. It's kind of what I want to do right now. It's just... I don't know where that is. It's been so long since you've seen the blimp. Like, does it go through the entire stage? I figured I'd just, you know, get it while we're here. But I guess not. So how would you know that flies right through this area? There it is. Okay, that's fine for there, but it comes back around, I think. How many decades old is that dance move, dude? Jeez. Okay, it starts its idle animations very, very quickly after very little time of not moving. There we go. Okay. Just since it was there. Did she say jazz club in English? The voice actor's really having some fun making up gibberish noises. Kind of an arbitrary selection of buildings. Gold. How percent are we painted? Like half? Like there's a lot of stuff to paint still. Oh, 75%. Thank you for letting me know. Is this whole area just like... Is this whole stage just like 2 areas? I do have to say, I'm getting concerned about how long... 237 radians, that's obscene. I'm getting concerned about how long any stages after this one are going to take us to finish, if we're playing them kind of thoroughly, like I've been preferring to. Not squeezing there. Because, geez. We're spending like an entire recording session in this one area. This one level of the game. Like they just kind of pour out, falling on their faces. Okay, I'll get yellow. Okay, I guess we'll just get double yellow. I need a life. I already have maximum 1-ups. Whatever. Really? Doesn't seem like it. Why is that 2 stars? It's not this one. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Oh, this one. I guess it's supposed to be harder because this spawns enemies, I guess? Not like I was noticing. Oh boy. Let me sell paint first. 50's okay, I guess. Alright. It's a lot of buildings this time. Not literally all the buildings are underneath, apparently. It's vaguely arbitrary again. And what counts, and not. And these ones aren't even under. I guess they have parts that are under. What? Okay. Well, I guess they just decided. I guess they realized that the written description made no sense in context of what you actually have to paint, and that's why they gave a reminder. Hey, by the way, remember that in case of that, you can just use your compass. Whatever. Green, I guess? Okay. Well then... Curious at how much more difficult the platform will get and whatnot, but I feel like it's kind of a careful what you wish for, be careful what you wish for kind of situation, because on one hand, this game can be a little unwieldy in the control department, but at the same time, having some more interesting terrain would be nice instead of just running around square city blocks. Orange, okay. A non-primary color, whoa. Oh, it's just the radio design again. They use a lot of these designs for these buildings. That light didn't even do anything, but oh well. They do like explain to you what everything is. Which is kind of nice, because the idea that things in this town are just like, are actually things that serve purposes instead of merely being anonymous buildings that you paint that don't actually serve any real-life purpose is kind of nice. Although I will say that you'd think these things should be a bit more apparent from the outside. Like, it's not like they ever write this on the outside of buildings or anything. It's just flavor text telling you so. It does bug me a little. I was gonna go do that 5th mission, but real quick, I want to see where this leads me. Oh wait, no, never mind. I disoriented. I know what that is. What kind of combat do you have for me, Biff? Guess it's destroying those guys. I was about to do that, but I figured I'd at least ask him first so he could at least say something to me about it. Okay. Now let's do it. More. There's actually another area to go into after this, jeez. I don't even get the impression of them being surprised. It feels like they're barely here. Another propaganda tower, okay. Just more and more of those. Like they all do the same thing for some reason? Very redundant buildings. Give me some yellow though. I guess the game does tell me I need a specific color. I should be a bit more mindful to use my radar to find it. Oh, spawn that thing all the way down there. Okay. Trees. Just getting some stuff I haven't gotten in this part of town yet. Stuff is getting pretty thoroughly colored up, I will say. Definitely takes some time, though. I don't understand how these buildings are just, like, smashing between other buildings on all sides, but... I feel like that makes much sense most of the time. We are getting most of the way through this place. 12 out of 13. Okay, we're almost done on that, actually. That was the whole block? Look at those 2 blocks. Didn't expect it to be. And they're also just right next to each other, like one big mass. Congeal together. Okay. I love when my time remaining increases over the course of the stage rather than decreases. And we're have almost half an hour left now. Oh, let's try to do that, but 140,000, eh? Okay. Well, it's a reset for the music at least, I guess. I guess I welcome that. I'm just tired of how loud everything was for a bit there. Ow. Look at that nice colorful... Oh. How do I have to recolor the blimp every stage? There's just a new blimp in every stage? There's more death. And I will help kill a few ink things in a minute, I guess. But we got more stuff to go here first. Look at that! That's actually all the radios. Cool. I'm ahead of a lot of things. If you just dare to do stuff, if you just dare to go out and color things. That's weird. It's a block but it has no gradients on it. You dare to just go out and do stuff, the game just goes, whoa! I didn't anticipate you doing that. That's how this game feels. Just to check real quick, is that the only objective over here? I guess so. I guess I've done all of them in this area, otherwise. Oh man. We're out of time for the episode again, too. I think we're pretty far in this stage. It might be kind of nice to finish the stage here, if we can. So I think this is the end right here. Inside of here. Oh, this guy just automatically talked to me. Okay, I guess that was an objective. Those, I guess they, yeah, well, so this is, yeah, it's kind of weird how we're only just kind of getting introduced to these in the sense that, like, these are the things that suck up paint, right? And that's why they're full of paint, because they suck it up from somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, you can see whenever you target something that you can attack, you'll see that it actually, a number on it, which is the amount of paint it'll cost. Now see, some things like the rocks that you can color just by touching, like everything you color just by touching usually, but it doesn't cost you anything. You don't lose any paint in coloring it. So we're doing the buildings like this, and the associated sign don't actually have a more unique design, they just get tinted to color. Check real quick. This thing here. Could actually just not do this particular objective, which would be amusing, but... So this is the focus of our strike, but I think we could end the stage anyways. Maybe it doesn't let you, I don't know. Okay. Let's get red first, then... This is a place where I think using water can be useful too, in theory. But there's a blue. I need more than one blue to actually turn blue. So I can also do... There we go. I just wash myself to get rid of that. Then we have this blue here, and there's another blue somewhere else nearby, I thought it was. Yeah. Game! Okay, the blue should respawn soon. There we go. And it came with people playing instruments, apparently. That's all the landmarks. And all the challenges. It's all the trees, which are just hidden up there. That's awkward. I feel like that's really easy to miss. Trees that are just implicated with the rocks. Okay, so let's just see real quick. I missed like one building and one style. Well, that's the fun part. Like I'm extremely close, so it's extremely tempting to just look for it. How did I miss a style? Like one building could be absolutely anywhere. Always the fun part. The thing is, like, the amount of work it would be to find this is probably a bit excessive. Actually, hold on, I see one thing right there. That could be it. Well, it's not really a building per se, but it might count. No, that's not it. Trying to paint these actually. Losing all my size. I'm small now. But I'm missing that that singular style is very strange to me, I have to admit. Yeah, that building could be, who knows. I'm also not missing any radians. It could just be on top of somewhere, for instance. One of those cases where I got... what? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, you can actually place yourself on them if you... okay. You can lock onto those to do yourself on top of them. But what I was trying to say is, it's also possible it's one of those cases where you got all the buildings outside of a block or something like that. Everything brown now. like all the buildings outside of a block, but there's one on the inside or something I missed. Or something like that. It's just getting all the buildings is a real pain. I got almost all of it. It's so tempting to actually just do it, because it's easy to think, oh, well, I'm so close, I might as well actually finish the thing. But there's an outsized amount of work in that last one. I'll give a quick look over everything left, but also got all the billboards. Here I am being brown again. I'm tempted to try to get a good vantage point too, though. Because it's easy, especially I think, to miss buildings up in these areas. Oh, how did I even... Okay. Because I didn't go on that building or I touched it. See, we can find the thing sometimes. Question's just now whether I can find that one last thing I'm missing. So reasonably I got everything down here. Sure feels like it to me. I mean, small little things that don't matter that I didn't get. But nothing important. Can't go out there. That's weird. I've got full-on patterns on them now. Done it before. Is it because of how much paint I have that makes a difference? I'm not sure what the deal is there. Yeah, before they were just solid colors. Huh. I don't know if there's a mechanic like how much paint you have determines whether it's just a solid color or a whole pattern. There's like being down there. Like I must have gone this area pretty thoroughly. I'll check little blocks like this one that have stuff on the inside. But presumably I would have gotten these just by virtue of having gotten all of the gradients inside. But I guess some of these buildings just don't have gradients. It says a door on it, so it would have had gradients in it, so I must have gotten all of it. I'm trying to apply logic here to save time and getting us through as we can. Like you can see there are other buildings in the background that have gone automatically colored. I think there's a good way of getting up back there on top of those buildings anyways. But also, that's another block that has a door on it that will release gradients, so that should be good already. Okay. We're gonna head on up here. I don't know if this is a thing the game regularly does, but these little cars in the areas you're already being in, so you just use them to drive around faster. So that is honestly really nice to have. Like they're clearly deliberate about allowing you to lock onto them and jump on them reliably. Hey, what? Trying to see if there might be something up top here I missed. It's not impossible, but I don't see anything down there, for instance. Yeah, it's really hard to gain height while jumping off walls. I think you, strictly speaking, can. You have two really close to each other, but it's not easy without seeing yourself flying off the side. So I think it must be in this second area, I think, because this one's the bigger, more complicated one, it feels like. There's more stuff to miss. I don't know where it would be here. It could be some building in the corner or something. if there's some building messed up, and that's happened before, something up top there. Some building in the corner, and you can stand on the buildings or just touch the corners, touch the sides. I think I would have seen that from here. I don't know if I ever jumped over there from here. It doesn't let me jump on there, actually. Maybe if I had more paint, I'd be bigger and could get up there. Your height seems to have 10 different levels. If you are allowed to stand on those. But yeah, so your height, your size seems to have 10 different levels, I think. So 70, 80, 90, those are all different sizes. Or up here, for instance. Losing all my paint. See, you hear that sound while it becomes smaller due to the lack of paint. Yeah, see, I'm not actually allowed to stand on there. I may have to give up, but I don't think this would count. No. I wanted to get a good try before I gave up, since you are just missing what seems to be one building. And it feels like we're otherwise so close to this. I'm not sure what we could have missed. Where? I don't think this has white on it, because this game doesn't really let anything be white. But yeah, it feels like we're missing something I just cannot identify. I have no idea where. Some really obscure corner somewhere. And the one part I don't feel like I really very thoroughly looked at was underneath the overpass, but most of these I think have people in them, so I would have had them already. Oh jeez, this episode's stupid long now. And yeah, like I said, I guess I don't expect to 100% all these stages, it's just... It hurts when you're really, really close. And just don't. Barely. Curious if there might be something on the bridge that I missed, though, when I was jumping around. It's one last idea I have. Otherwise, I feel like I looked around here quite thoroughly. Okay, I looked at the buildings underneath the bridge. It's pretty sure that the previous area. All the open stuff here, I feel like I've got it pretty well. Well, I haven't really jumped around on the buildings, I guess. Well, this one doesn't really help, right? Because this just brings it back down here. I follow this path again. This could bring me somewhere to with something I haven't gotten. that one wasn't anything notable. This is not something I need either. This one... the one path that I was thinking of, the secret path, was down here, but I've already been over here. As in, I already came over here quite recently. I know I can't color this stuff here. No, I hit the blimp! This game has way too many instances of you bumping into something that it didn't think you would be able to bump into when you were trying to lock in on something and jump to it. Yeah, there's nothing right here. Okay, I guess that'll just be that then. Comes out a bunch though. Being this close to getting the thing done. Yeah, it's just a problem this game has with it having nothing to... Hold on, what? Since when does the game tell me where buildings are like that? What? Wait. I didn't think it did before. So I could swear before I've checked and it didn't tell me about any. If you do have a radar for it, then never mind. All is probably well. You can just go find the thing that you're missing. Is this working right? Or what was it? Oh, was it this corner here? I guess that was it, but okay. Well, the game does tell you where it is, at which point. I could swear that one, when the game told me, like, what your... I know I'm running these guys over. When the game told you what things a radar could find, that was not included. But also on top of that, I brought up the radar before, wondering, hey, would this actually show me where any buildings are, for instance? And it didn't. It would only tell me where buildings were if they were objective buildings for a mission. Maybe that's context sensitive? Yes. But okay, we know that now. So we can avoid spending half an hour looking for stuff in the future. And probably fairly consistent find all the things now, actually. Okay. Didn't mean to spend almost an hour doing that, but... New best time, over an hour. Oh, there's not... Yeah, there's still a time aware on this one, which we can perhaps try going for at a later point. So next time we'll do the little missions here. Jeez, and not take so long. Whoops.